Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. We've got a beautiful summer day upon us. We're out here on Lake Erie, and I've got what we're going to call here the walleye chop. We got a nice chop on the water, and today folks, we're going to be slow trolling for walleye. And we're going to be running Viper Spoons and Nightcrawlers today. And if we run out of Nightcrawlers, I'll switch over to artificial worms. But right now we've got the Nightcrawlers, we're going to use them. We're going to run a variety of colors, silver, the green mackerel. We're also going to run a gold. And I'll tell you, the gold color works really good on Lake Erie. I think it's because of all the gobies down here. Otherwise today on a bright sunny day I would normally go with a silver. But we're going to mix it up today, beaded, bucktail, silver, gold, and see what's working for us. And the setup is simple, folks. I've got a T-turn 3-way swivel, and I'm going down to a snap, and I've snapped on a cattail sinker. A lot of rocks down there. The cattail is just going to walk along the rocks as we're slow trolling. And then I've got about 2.5 feet off to a Viper Spoon rigged with a Nightcrawler. And all we're going to be doing today, let's fire it up, very slow troll. We're going to be slow trolling, drop the line down, get it right down to the bottom, and then just a nice little slow troll, as slow as I could possibly get with this big motor. 1.9, 2 miles an hour is ideal for walleye. However, with this big motor, I might have to live with about 2.5. So we'll see how that goes. So still small, that's it. Bring it in. It doesn't feel big at all. I have no idea what it is. With any luck, it's a nice small walleye. Definitely not pulling. Just tugging a bit there. Okay, we've got ourselves. Folks, the first walleye of the day. Yes. There we go. I love it. And he came on the gold. And it's a nice little Lake Erie walleye. Let me just shut that down. I've got the other line out of the water. There's a nice little chunky walleye, folks, right there. And he took that gold colored Viper Spoon. And the reason why I like these Viper Spoons, folks, is because they give off a ton of flash and flutter. Yeah, the reason I like those Viper Spoons, folks, is those walleye come from a long, far away, distance away. The Viper Spoons give off a ton of flash and flutter, and they just attract those walleye, and they just come and attack those baits. That's a nice little start to our day. Let me get him off, and we'll put him in the live well. All right, we're gonna rig up with another Nightcrawler. And that's another good reason why to use a couple different colors. We got the golds and the silvers running. You see what's producing. So the first fish came on the gold, and we're running 9-ounce cattail sinker. And the reason for the 9-ounce cattail sinker is to make sure that we're maintaining bottom contact. We want to make sure that we're fishing the bottom, so we want to make sure that our lines are always constantly close to the bottom. That's where these walleye are, and that's where we want to fish. It's a great way to cover the bottom without a downrigger. With a downrigger, your line's going to be going the same depth all the time. With this system, your sinker is going to be always constantly following the bottom, and you're always staying in the strike zone. That's why I like it so much. So I'm going to put another Nightcrawler on this Viper Spoon right now. And get it off the line there and get back out there. This time the green mackerel is hit, folks. We got a hit on the green mackerel. Just slow trolling, and you know what? With this big motor, I'm using the wind to my advantage. If you've got a big motor and you want to slow troll, because we've got some wind today, I'm actually trolling into the wind. And that trolling into the wind is making the boat go slow enough. I'm down to actually 1.5 miles an hour. And these Viper Spoons, all they need is a 1 mile an hour movement, and they kick in the gear. So a nice slow troll has been able to be achieved by just trolling into the wind. And by trolling, we're covering a lot of water. It's a very, very effective way to fish for walleye. You cover a lot of water, and it's very easy to do. And, oh, that's a small, look at there. There's a small, well, that's a great sign for Lake Erie to see these little fish. Look at that. Nice little walleye right there. That's a nice eating size walleye, and I got him on the stinger hook right on the back. Isn't that something? Nice fish. Okay, get him back in the live well. And the other reason I really like these Viper Spoons with the whole Nightcrawler is that with this titanium wire trace, not only is it very durable and strong and tooth-proof, but it also keeps the worm hanging very, very nicely. It doesn't allow that live Nightcrawler to roll up into a ball in the water, so it's always going to have a nice presentation going along. And I've got myself a few more worms, a few more Nightcrawlers. I get another one rigged on here, and I want to get that line back in the water, fire up the motor, and start trolling again. Folks, I got to tell you, this walleye fishery here in Lake Erie is nothing short of fantastic. What a nice hit that was. The silver, the green mackerel has struck again, but the walleye fishing out here has just been, it's exploded these last few years, and it is really, really good. And it's such a simple technique to come out here and just start trolling. Just start trolling and covering ground. It's so easy, it's relaxing, and it's rewarding. Let's see what kind of a walleye we got now. Actually, it feels a little bit heavier. Well, that last one was small. And that's the thing with these Viper Spoons. They'll get you small fish, they'll get you big fish. Okay, there he is there. It's another nice little walleye. There we go. Oh, nice fish. A little bit bigger than that last one. Oh, look at that, he just came off too. How do you like that? There we go. I still have my worm on my Viper Spoon. But that's a nice chunky walleye right there. If that was up in cottage country, that would be considered a nice, good sized fish. But out here on Erie, it's actually nice to see these smaller fish on Lake Erie starting to come around. This, like you say, whoops, this fishery has really picked up. And I want to get him in the box. And I'm going to re-rig with another fresh Nightcrawler, get my line back out there again, start trolling at about that 1.5, 2 miles an hour into the wind. Folks, I just put my line back in. I re-rigged with another Nightcrawler, and it wasn't 1 minute later. And those walleye, they do hang out in schools, that's for sure. That was a quick hit. I love that. This one feels decent as well. You gotta love this walleye chop. This wind is absolutely perfect today out here. I'm running 17-pound test fluorocarbon line. I'm sticking with the fluorocarbon. I don't want the walleye to see or suspect anything. This one feels like a little nicer fish. It's fighting a little bit more than that other one did. Oh yeah, it is a nicer fish. Oh, this is a nicer fish. A little bit nicer. Stronger, that's for sure. Okay, just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Not much bigger. There we go. Nice Lake Erie walleye. And once again, it's the last hook that did the job. Right there. Another nice walleye right there, folks. That's a beauty. That to me is the perfect eating size right there. Absolutely perfect eating size walleye. Okay. In the box he goes. And if you're wondering what size Viper Spoon I'm using the size SP2. And I like the SP2 because it's got a 3-hook design to it, and it accommodates your Nightcrawler very, very, very nicely. That's why I like the size SP2. And the 3rd hook, not only does it accommodate your Nightcrawler nicely, but it also acts as a built-in stinger. You'll never guess what colors just went off once again. It's the green mackerel. And the green mackerel Viper Spoon is actually a silver-based Viper Spoon. And it is crushing the gold one today. Mind you, it's always good to run two colors or different colors to find out which ones are working. But it makes sense that the silver-based lure is working today because you've got bright sun, and bright sun with that silver really picks up the bright sun and reflects fantastic. Where I'd really typically like to use the gold is on a cloudy day. If it was a cloudy day, the gold would definitely be outproducing the silver, that's for sure. But it's always good to try different colors to see what's on first. And then you can always switch up. Maybe we should switch the other rod to a silver or a green mackerel based Viper Spoon. And if you can't find the Viper Spoon, folks, they've been around for a while, but if you can't find them in your local store, I'll put a link in the description for you in case you can't find them anywhere else. And they're sure doing the trick today. Everything's working today, folks. The weather's perfect, the winds are just ideal, sun's shining, the fish are active. This one feels like a good one. This one feels, this could be the biggest fish of the day. And that's the thing, like I say, these Viper Spoons will catch small, they'll catch big, they'll catch a quality and quantity of fish. This one, uh-oh, he's feeling drag a bit. I better be careful. This is, whoa, this is where you lose a lot of fish, is right at the boat. And I definitely don't want to lose this one. Oh yes, he's fighting. I got a good fish here. Unless it's not a walleye, unless it's a bass. I don't know now. Oh no, it's a walleye and a good one. Oh, this is a good fish. Come on, Mr. Wally. Oh yes, there we go. There's a Lake Erie walleye right there. Now you're talking. Yes. Now you're talking, walleye. There's a dandy. No wonder he was fighting. Look at that. There we go, folks. There is a nice Lake Erie walleye right there. Outstanding fish. What a nice little fight he gave me there too, right at the very end. I wasn't sure what I had on there, but that's a dandy. That is a real nice fish. And again, this is a simple system for fishing. We're just trolling, covering water, very simple. And I mentioned I've got the 9-ounce cattail sinker on there, and we're fishing deep water, about 45 feet deep. And that's why I've got such a heavy cattail sinker on here. I can get it out of the net. But you could use this system anywhere. T-turn to a cattail to Viper Spoon, doesn't matter. If you're in shallow water, small lakes up in cottage country, all you have to do is just lighten up on the cattail sinker. Just go the lighter sinker if you're fishing shallower water. That's all you got to do. But it's a great system, a great way to cover the bottom of any kind of water that you're fishing, and it's really producing today. I'm having a great day out here with these walleyes. Lake Erie's a fantastic fisheries. If you get an opportunity, get out. I'm fishing the Eastern Basin here, just outside of Buffalo, between Buffalo and Fort Erie. Great place to fish. If you get an opportunity, get a line weight out there, you'll have a great time, just as I am. So folks, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, until next time, good luck and good fishing. Little treble right in there. That's a solid 3.5 pounder, or a solid, let's say 3, an honest 3.